Hello, Capricorn. How are y'all doing? Thanks for the grace and the space for the week off. Had some life things happen and I got a new oracle deck I was studying pretty intently. So I appreciate you coming back to my channel. This is Sarah from Divinely here for your weekly oracle reading. And I did get a new deck and I'm going to share it with y'all this week. This is the Sacral Chakra Oracle deck by the Xen Goddesses. And I'm telling you, I'm in love with this deck. So for you guys this week, we got the Desires card. This is potent. And we got that coupled with the Universe card in that we're all just stardust. And so I feel like this is basically like the world is your oyster or the world is your clam, whichever you'd like to you would like to interpret or view that. But I'm really feeling like this is a reminder that the universe is available for you, right? It's abundant, it is infinite, it is all of the things. And so whatever you desire, you get to have, right? And I'm showing off these cards like crazy because the artwork on them is really stunning and the coloration is really stunning. But what I'm really just tapping into with you with Capricorn is that like whatever you want is available for you. And it's a matter of matching your frequencies to what you desire, right? So, if people often wonder, myself included, like we go through this whole like, how come that thing isn't happening for me? Or how come I'm not getting that thing? Well, because to get that thing, you have to be at the frequency of that thing, right? So to get the thing, you have to raise your vibrations. You have to raise how you're showing up in the world. And so if you are curious, if you're like wondering why you are not meeting your desires or sort of manifesting your desires, that's partly why. It's because of frequency. It's all got to be alignment, right? So your frequency's got to match the frequency of your desires. And so I feel like this universe card is kind of a reminder that we are all just stardust, and therefore like to get what we want, we have to match the frequencies, but there's infinite available for us as we continue to raise our vibrations, right? We get different things throughout the raise in our vibrations, right? As we continue to sort of climb the hill or raise the gradient, or even if you want to see it as climbing the steps, right? As we continue to go up the steps or raise up higher, we bring in those things that we desire. So you may have some desires that you receive, and then maybe they go away because you no longer match that you outgrow that desire, right? I feel like that's kind of a thing that can happen too, that we don't maybe talk about a lot or we don't acknowledge a lot, is like that, you may desire something and then in the next minute you're like, but I still want that thing. However, you've outgrown that thing, right? And you're ready for the next desire. So sometimes it's kind of like everything has a season, right? People can have a season in our lives. And so, that person can be a part of our life one minute, but then we kind of reach a new level, and therefore that person's no longer a part of our life. And it's not that there's anything wrong with it or anything bad happened. It's just that we've outgrown that person or that person's frequencies. So very cool reading for you guys. I know you guys have had some juicy energy lately. You've had a lot of good things happening. And so I'm guessing that's going to continue because you're just continuing to raise your vibrations. You're continuing to grow into this next level up for you. And so, that's what I got for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like a private reading with me with all of my tools from Reiki to the oracles, to all of the other things I've got to bring for you, you can just email me below and set up a private session with me. Otherwise, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the support, sending you a ton of love. And I will see you on the next reading. Thank you. Have a good week. Love you.